Right, I do believe we're live. Yes. But we're good. But there we go. Right, hello everyone. Hope everyone is doing well. Right.
Can I borrow you for a moment, boss?
At local universities. I don't care. Save the R&D points. So yeah, before stream, I did do a little bit of practice here at
Chief,
Qatar.
I must remind you that we have parts fully researched that are waiting for development. Let's get that performance on the car.
Yeah, let's get the performance on the car. Well, mate, look at the gap to bloody Red Bull and Ferrari. Like, that is insane. Like, we've still got a big gap to, like, Alpine and Haas, RB and bloody Sauber. But, like, just the size of that gap to Red Bull is insane. Oh, yeah, didn't I just finish some personnel? Yeah, I did. I was just thinking I'll finish some personnel upgrades. I might as well put them on the car. Not on the car, on the things. I forgot what they're called. Right, here we go then. I just realised Fittipaldi's pace stat is the same as Stannock's. He's just got a better racecraft. Right, I am kind of hoping that we don't have a terrible race here because it is looking likely that we are going to have a pretty terrible car here. Purely because of our engine. Right, let's get the setup on the car then. Qatar. Let's see how the car handles.
Some extra data during this session. Nothing you need to worry about, but as we have...
I mean, it doesn't feel terrible. Oh dear. Okay, maybe it does feel terrible. Yeah, the understeer is real right now. Yeah, the understeer right now with this car, that is definitely going to be something that's going to be a tad bit painful in the race. Like, yeah, we're just understeering like crazy. Like, this should just be a flat out corner. But we're having to lift. I mean, at least we're able to get purple.
Okay, test
I'll certainly
complete,
take that.
and that was a really good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that. Well done.
Oh, I got a lot of valuable data. Hello. Yes. Welcome to the stream, bro. You got a lot of S's in your name. Yeah, we're definitely going to need to lift through there during the actual race. I mean, I suppose it won't be too bad. Like, maybe we'll save a good amount of tyres by doing it. Oh, you're kidding? That invalidates me? Okay. But yeah, you join us though, as we're on the last 2 races of the season before we move on to season 2. We've had a pretty decent first season. We're going to be finishing 5th in the Constructors, close to P4 but comfortably away from P6. In the drivers, our driver here, Stanuk, is looking good potentially to get a top 4 finish. Our second driver though, Fittipaldi, he has been underperforming all year, so we're replacing him with Colapinto for next season. Also, I cannot wait to get off this Renault engine. I did it at first to save us a bit of money early on in the season, but ever since I have just regretted my decision more and more every single race that goes by. Like at nearly every single track so far, we have struggled in the straight. Apart from at Monza. Well, not Monza, Spa, sorry. Yeah, Spa is the only track so far we haven't struggled in the straights. But that's because we used way less wing than the AI did. Man, the track limits around here are so sensitive. This reminds me of Jeddah all over again. But yeah, I'm still not certain which engine supplier we're going to go for. Mate, look at that! Did we even go 4 wheels over there, or is it just the game being funny? I mean, we did miss the apex a bit. All 4 wheels? Okay, yeah. I suppose we technically did go all 4 wheels over, but like that is just super. What's the word I'm after here? Super over the top, you know. We probably lost time there, not gained, and we're getting penalised for it. I mean, I suppose it is realistic, you know, being this sensitive on track limits. It's still a bit annoying. Holy shit! 121 degrees on the rear left. Where are we getting all this temperature from then? I mean, we get quite a bit there for that double right. That's okay through there. Okay, I'm guessing it's going to be the S. Like this triple right here. Yeah. So we're going to actually need to lift through the S here in order to not overheat the tyres. Although this last corner is still seeming to be a pain. $120. I don't think we've got tyre pressures. We did lose lap time there, but we did save a lot more tyre wear than is expected by doing that. So I suppose that will be still a good thing to do in the race. Okay, maybe if we reduce our rear anti-roll bar and... Why is my rear tyre pressure that low? Well, the rear tyre pressures would certainly explain it, but... us turning down the rear anti-roll bar will make things a bit easier too. I mean, we'll see here on the soft, because these cannot go over 106. So if we go over 106 degrees, then we are going to have a barbecue coming out the rear of our car. Which, I'm no car expert, but you don't want to have a barbecue on your rear left tyre. I wonder, is it still a thing around here where you use too much ERS per lap? Back on 22, I think it was, or was it 23? You used to use too much ERS around here, and that would lead to most drivers having no ERS going down the final straight. So it'd be interesting to see if that is still a thing. Or has the overtake button been added, being a useful addition to maintaining ERS during qualifying. Move out of the way, Fittipaldi! Oh no. Well. Hey. This is gonna be an incredibly annoying program. Okay, somehow we got away with that. Well, at least now I can use more ERS. We're gonna have to retry the program and heavily move away from other cars. Right, let's let Hajar and this other Red Bull. There is a big, massive gap between us and the McLaren, so hopefully we can use this gap here. There we go, that's a lovely bit of tarmac to use. Pretty tidy lap so far. How on earth have we actually caught up to these guys? Mate, we bounced... Was that just my driving then, or was that actually bouncing across the inside curb? Tell you what, I reckon with a bit more steering angle we can make this. Yeah. Oh, and dirty air for the final corner. That is amazing.
Okay, practice program over. That's all we need for now. So return to the garage as soon as you
Mate, that is...
can.
The car is 1.5 seconds quicker than my time trial time. That is a bit scary. I'm not going to lie.
What an incredible practice session that was. But the fun...
Right, I am going to put a bit more wing on the car. Hopefully with a bit more wing, we can make some of these corners without understeering, and also save a tiny bit more tyre wear in the race. Well, hopefully Leclerc doesn't try and race us here. Yeah, these mediums are nowhere near as grippy as the softs are. Rear end's a bit twitchy as well, which is not ideal. 19.6 from Sonoda. Yeah, the Red Bulls are not being caught.
We've been pushed down to P22.
We're not catching the Red Bulls this race. Are you kidding? Mate, I hate this track so much already. Have we overheated the rears? Not really. 19.9. I mean, we've actually got a purple first sector. This is not too bad. Mate, look at the gap between Leclerc and Antonelli. Like, it's not even a contest. It's like two different sports.
Over the rest of the weekend, so we'll see you all tomorrow.
Like, there is a 1 second gap between, well, 8/10 gap between Leclerc and Antonelli. And between Antonelli and Ocon, there is another second. Like, 3.5 seconds is the gap from pole to 22nd. What the hell is that development rate? I honestly seriously hope that the Red Bulls get nerfed next season. Like, they go into next season with like a terrible engine or something, because they need something happening to them. Well, our teammate managed to get into Q2. So it's not all gloom and doom. I don't quite think he's going to get into Q3 though. Hopefully as well this time, since we don't have Leclerc breathing down our neck, we can set a bit more of a competitive time. Leclerc set at 21.2. Wow, okay. That is very slow. Man, I can't do this corner now. I am actually the worst driver in the world. in terms of consistency. In terms of pace, I'm actually up there with, you know, some pretty good pace. But my consistency, oh, no, no, no.
Okay, I'm afraid we've been pushed down to P16.
See, I'd like to think that Leclerc has got to set another lap time. Like, surely he's not going to sit with a 21. I mean, he should be projected for an 18.8. We just matched our lap time from Q1. Generally, the track gets about 5 tenths quicker every session. So the gap between Q1 and Q2 is about 1 second. So maybe the track is just a bit slower. For anyone who's wondering, by the way, why I am doing a slow lap right now, I am just saving what tyre wear we can, so that I can potentially use this tyre in the race. You know, if there's like a red flag or something, we can swap onto this set of tyres. But yeah, thank you though to everyone who has liked the stream so far.
One lap of fuel left now. The tank's
I
pretty
very
much
much appreciate it. Oh, there goes Sonoda. Oh, that's Verstappen, okay. Usually Sonoda's usually the first one at the pit lane for the Red Bulls. But yeah, I reckon this is going to be another one of those races where we have good pace, but we're not good enough on the pace. Hello, Char. Which Sarah are we talking about here? The one that I know, or someone from TikTok? Well, we've still got purple sector 1. How do you know that one, Char? Did you, like, log into it recently and found out?
And that's it for sprint qualifying. Plenty more coming up over the rest of the weekend. So we'll see you all tomorrow.
Ah, our teammate? Yeah, still underperforming. Oh, okay. Mate, look at that. A 1.4 second gap between Verstappen and Sainz. Like, oh my god. I seriously hope that the Red Bull engine next season is absolutely atrocious. I really do. Because otherwise we are going to have another season where it's just fighting the Red Bulls. And I would quite like to be fighting a different team at the front.
Let's get it out there.
You know, maybe like a Mercedes, a Ferrari, Aston Martin. Not always a Red Bull. Don't get me wrong, it's very impressive to see that Red Bull somehow managed to research this much performance out of their car. But it is extremely concerning that they are over a second a lap quicker than the nearest AI. And the only person who is able to get close to them is the player. Like, that is concerning. You never know, maybe Ferrari's sandbagging a bit with Leclerc. Because he did set a 19.8 in Q1, and he set a 20.8 in Q2. So maybe they sandbagged a little bit, and they could be up here. Right, we're going to have to push a bit for the final sector to warm up the tyres, but other than that, I am really happy with the percentage we've used on the tyres before we even started the lap. Right, here we go then. That front right is a bit cold, but it should warm up by the time we get to the left-hander. Yeah, nice and toasty. That's going to cost us a few temps. We had a bit of wheel spin going out that corner then. I mean, we're looking good for an 18 here. Maybe an 18.9. I mean, only 2/10 between the mediums and the softs. Like, wow, okay. Either that's just me being terrible, or there is literally no difference between the softs and the mediums. Yeah, Snowden's only went 3/10 quicker as well. And I lost a 10th in this lap, so the softs must only be 3/10 quicker then. Wow, that is surprising. That there's only 3/10 between the softs and the mediums. And yep, there goes Verstappen doing Verstappen things. Well, P4. I'm guessing Leclerc also set a quicker time.
And that's it for sprint qualifying.
Yep.
Plenty more coming up over the rest of the weekend. So we'll see you all tomorrow.
Again, 1 second gap between Verstappen and the nearest AI. Like, I don't really count Leclerc here because they're actually close to performance. I'm more mean to Mercedes and McLaren. Like, that is insane. That is actually completely ridiculous. You know, I'm looking for a bit of 2014 Red Bull treatment here, where they go from having the best car on the grids to the third best car because of engine. Maybe a bit of reliability issues, you never know. Like something to balance out their performance to everyone else. I don't know why the game always takes so long to load in. Like, into races. It's very quick into sessions, like practice sessions and qualifying. But always very slow into the race.
And alongside me, a man, well...
Alongside me, a man.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
You know what? Going off of what we found out in qualifying, then the mediums are only a few tenths slower than the softs. So if we can take advantage of the better tyre wear on the mediums, plus the fact that we're only like 2-3 tenths off pace, then we should be quicker over the race. I'm not sure which medium tyre we're actually on, to be honest. I think this might be a brand new medium. I just realised I've got... Hang on. That's not what I meant to click. I've got X form ng. It's supposed to be F form ig. For God's sake. Of course I realised that whilst I am mid-race.
No threat of rain for the time being. Conditions look good.
Mate, we are lacking tyre temp. No one's going to notice a little spelling error, right? Hello Tommy, welcome to the stream. You join us as we are on the last 2 races of the season. Currently, there's not too much for us to lose or gain, so these last few races are really a formality more than they are important to us.
Up now. Be patient and watch for those lights.
We're just in the sprint now of Qatar. Oh my, Verstappen got a terrible start then. Well, considering that Verstappen is apparently a second lap quicker in qualifying, that is really good for our chances of winning the sprint race. Which, now that I think about it, I don't think we've actually won a single sprint race all season. So if we can stay with Leclerc here, take advantage of a more sturdier tyre, then we can win this race. But before anything, we actually need to stay with him. Oh, there goes our first warning. Not good.
We can now use DRS. DRS now available.
Mate, Leclerc is so flipping quick. I might have to let Verstappen go here so that we can stay with Leclerc a bit better. Yeah, we're going to have to let Verstappen go on this lap. Not good that we've already used both our warnings.
You've lost some time to the car behind.
Yep, there's the Renault engine. I mean, we're actually staying quite snug right here, behind Tsunoda. Antonelli is pushing pretty hard to try and get in our DRS as well.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Nah, main issue I've had with the Renault engine has been the lack of top speed. At nearly every race, we've just got no top speed whatsoever, compared to everyone else. So we're just continuously getting dropped. Like at tracks where straight line speed isn't too important, we've been perfectly fine. It's mostly the Renault engine at tracks like Monza that's been struggling for us.
Okay, clear.
Well, no DRS for us. I mean, we've got a massive gap to Sainz, so it's not too much of a loss, it's just a bit annoying. Oh, you're Italian. Oh, that's good. Have you ever been to, you know, any of the Italian races? Like Imola or Monza? Hello, Jar.
Okay, be aware there's an incident in the next part of the track. No overtaking through the
Not
yellow
yet.
flags.
Okay. And yeah, I can tell, Charlie, you've perked up a bit. Mate, tyre wear is high around here. We've got like double tyre wear on the left side. If this is what our tyre wears are like on the mediums, I can only imagine what it's going to be like on the softs, if I was on them. So definitely looking like the hard tyres are going to be the preferred race tyre.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 12.0 seconds.
I don't quite think that bad. But yeah, we're certainly struggling a little bit. Yeah, here's the issue we've got right now, right? Because of the Renault engine, we go into corners at lower speeds. Because we're going into corners at lower speeds, we have to run lower wings in order to keep up with the better engines. So because of that, we've not only got lower downforce because of the lower speeds, but also lower downforce from the wings anyway. So not only do we have a worse engine, but because of the worse engine, we've got worse downforce. So it's just a bit of a loop, really, on negative effects. Which is why I cannot wait to get out of this engine after Abu Dhabi. Like, just the engine alone is probably costing us up to like 5 tenths a lap.
It looks like we might have an issue. Hang in there, we're attempting to manage it.
Well, if ever's the time to have an engine blow up, I wouldn't mind to hear. Make life a bit quicker for me. But it's most likely just going to be DRS.
I can confirm it's
Yep.
an issue with our engine, I'm afraid.
I find it annoying in my team. Whenever you've got a DRS issue, it says it's an engine issue when it's not. Which makes 0 sense. We're just stuck in no man's land, really. We're too quick for the cars behind, too slow for the cars ahead. And this is likely to be our situation in the feature race as well.
DRS will be offline. There's a fault with the rear wing system. Stay out, we can work on a fix remotely.
Well, at the very least, at least it's just a rear wing issue with DRS. We're not exactly going to be in anyone's DRS for another, like, 10 years. So it's not a big issue. But yeah, I was actually thinking the same thing, Tommy. You know, I literally just said that the engine hasn't had any issues. And then this happens.
Okay, mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home.
Well, it could be worse, Char. Oh god, stop looking at the chat. I was too busy looking at the chat and nearly missed the corner. Well, Leclerc's won quite comfortably to the Red Bulls.
And that's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Ferme.
Hamilton just went from 11th to 6th, and he got driver of the day.
So that wraps up
Okay.
the sprint race, but there's still more action yet to come this weekend. We've got qualifying and
Our
of course,
teammate went from
the Grand Prix.
16th to 10th. Oh, you mean like the chat isn't filled with people spamming and stuff like that? You know, it's not scrolling really quickly. Yeah.
It's all about flow and pace today. Qualifying.
That's one thing I try and avoid if possible. I like to have a pretty peaceful chat, if I can help it. I always try and go for like a one-on-one conversation type of vibe in my streams. And so far, it's actually worked out quite well at, you know, getting a bit of growth on the channel, so I must be doing something good. Hello, Tifosi fan. Good to see you again, bro. But yeah, Tommy, I always find that most F1 YouTubers are kind of a bit over the top. But they kind of exaggerate a bit too much on what's happening.
I'm afraid we've dropped to P22. P22.
Oh god, stop looking at chat. And that's why you don't text and drive, kids. Oh, really? Okay, I might have to hop on Forza for a short stream tomorrow then. Mate, we're still 5 tenths off Verstappen, even in Q1. That is quite bad. Yeah. That's one thing I always find a bit annoying. Fittipaldi in P11, okay. My guy... He was a second down, like 2.8 seconds down on Verstappen in the sprint. So that is actually really promising to see. You never know, maybe Fittipaldi is punishing us a bit by being a good driver at the end. You know, we go to replace him at the end of the season and suddenly he becomes a god. '62 overall driver get 10th. Yeah, meanwhile my 67 rated driver can't get out of Q2 90% of the season. In the 4th best car on the grid. Are you still committing to that no development career mode that you're doing? Well, rest in peace. I hope you have a swift and painless death. Because I would most likely give up with that challenge. How if we just went slower? We've just went 1 tenth slower in Q2. Well, somehow Verstappen's managed to go slower as well, so maybe the track's a bit slower in Q2. You know, maybe a lower tyre track temperature or higher track temperatures made it a bit slower. Believe it or not, Fosi fan, depending on the size of the races you do, durability upgrades do actually affect performance. Over a 100% race, having 0 durability upgrades compared to 100% durability upgrades is actually worth around 5 seconds. Because over the whole race, you probably lose about... You lose like little bit of time from the engine every single lap. Yeah, it would be a good idea to do that, Tommy. But the issue I've got is that I don't really have any type of like editing software or anything like that. So at the moment, not really a possibility, but hopefully something we can do in the near future. Well, that's going to cost us a good few attempts. Okay, it's Postman. That is certainly one way to develop a story. Mate, we would have lost so much time for that second corner, and yet I went quicker somehow. Hold up. Okay, so there is still 3 attempts in the lap at the very least. So we could be on for like a 19.2. Maybe a 19.0. Which would actually put us P2. I mean, I suppose it's a bit better than my story. You know, the owner of, if we quickly look at our team name, Wang Motorsport. He did a tiny bit of gambling at the Miami Grand Prix. And so he went into quite a lot of debt. So now here we are, being 25% owned by our title sponsor. Hello, Timo. Yeah, Timo can say that because he's Dutch, so it's quite obvious who he supports.
Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining.
Nah, Logan Sargent's got nothing on Gotifi. Oh dear. Yeah, that is a redo of that corner. See, Nicholas Latifi is such a great driver that not only is he able to win a Constructors' Championship for himself, But he is also good enough to win the Drivers' Championship for Max Verstappen. That is just how good of a driver he is. He's able to win the Drivers' Championship without being in the vehicle. For another driver. That is some skill. Also, P3. I'll take that. Yeah, just by Latifi's pure existence, he's able to win championships. Wish I got P15. Yeah, I can imagine that with the very painful lack of development on your car, that you are going to be suffering quite a tiny bit. The Fosifel. Well, let's see then who gets a grid penalty.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. Yuki Tsunoda lines up on pole position.
Verstappen's got a penalty.
And Roman Stanek completes the front row. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Leclerc, Hamilton, Max Verstappen, and Russell, Albon, Norris, Fernando Alonso, and
okay, Alonso got a penalty.
Fittipaldi, Hadja,
P11 for Fittipaldi.
Doohan, and Gasly. Behrman, Piastri.
Piastri with a penalty.
Esteban Ocon.
Ocon with a penalty. Sainz with a penalty.
Lawson.
Oh my god, how many people have got a penalty?
Antonelli rounds off the grid. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head down trackside for today's race. And alongside me today, former Formula One driver and
mate, look how close P2 is right now.
See, told you I'll give you a big intro. Anthony.
Tsunoda and Norris are neck and neck pretty much.
I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Things got a bit heated in the driver's briefing, yeah. Everyone just started throwing hands with each other. Right, there we go. There's a quick adjustment to the headset. Right. Let's actually see what tyres are people on. Basically just mediums and softs. No one's on hards. Okay. Verstappen in P5 on the softs. Okay, so he might be going for a 2-stop then. So from the looks of it, everyone on soft tyres is going for a 2-stop. And everyone on the mediums is going for a 1-stop. So this is going to be pretty interesting to see how it plays out. I'm expecting to see Verstappen like in the lead by around maybe lap 5, 6. Depending on how quickly he can get past Hamilton and Leclerc. We're also going to need to do a tiny bit of tyre saving of this race. After 10 laps, we had roughly 40% on the front left. So if we can save a bit through the triple right, then we can do very good. Yeah, that one's understandable, Timo. See, the Red Bull this season, they have outdeveloped everyone by around a second. The Red Bull by itself is a second quicker than everyone else. So that's how Tsunoda's doing it. More often than not, he is about 5 tenths down on Verstappen. Sometimes up to a second. Alright, let's get a bit of heat in the tyres. Favorite F1 driver? I started watching F1 back in 2007 when I was, about 3 years old. So obviously Lewis Hamilton as a Brit. But in terms of modern Formula 1 favourite driver, I would probably actually say Tsunoda and Leclerc, to be fair. Tsunoda in that Toro Rosso, as it was called back then. Or was it in AlphaTauri? I can't remember. He used to do miracles in that thing.
Superb parking there, mate. Let's make sure we get the edge on the surrounding drivers as the lights go out. Keep an eye on the lights. The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid is formed. Be ready with the clutch.
If we're going off all time, then yeah, Hamilton, because, obviously being a Brit and the exact time I started watching F1, he came into the sport. Also, what a bloody start. What a start. Yeah, I'll feel that one, Timo. Honestly, I'll never be able to forget Toro Rosso. Not only because they won the first race in a Red Bull car, before, Red Bull did, but also because of that fantastic moment at 2010 China in practice, where Buemi's tyres just exploded off the car.
DRS now enabled. DRS enabled.
Mate, I am 100% ERS down this whole entire straight, and Hamilton has just pulled alongside me as if I was standing still. $24. Yes. Yes, Votes fan, you are very correct with that statement. I mean, to be fair, to be a Formula 1 fan, it's more about understanding the history of the sport than it really is, being dedicated to watching every single race. Like, if you was to start a sentence with a fellow Formula 1 fan with, oh, how did you find the 97 season? Then people will think, oh, this guy's a genuine Formula 1 fan. But if you start the conversation off as,
to worry about the tyre
I like Max Verstappen, then everyone's just going to think, oh dear, not very good here. Nothing against you, Timo. But yeah, the 2014 Lotus, though,
Gap to your teammate behind, 3.0
that thing
seconds.
was terrible. Oh, I'm on a controller. Just a standard PS5 controller I am. I do have a G29, but I just prefer the controller since that's where all my muscle memory is. I've been playing the F1 games on a controller since like 2010. So playing on a wheel just feels completely alien to me. I am probably about a second and a half slower on a wheel. I mean, I can be quicker, don't get me wrong. It's all about getting the muscle memory in my legs to, like, control throttle and brake inputs. And I'm sure I can be more consistent and quicker over a race. But I'm just so in tune with my muscle memory on a controller that I kind of don't see the benefits, I suppose. I'm from the UK, if you're asking me the question. Well, there's both our warnings gone already. Dirty Air doing its classic. Oh!
Green flag.
Is Verstappen... Well, winning this race has just become 10 times more plausible. Also, Sonoda needs to get off my ass. But yeah, I imagine though, Tifosi fan, with the way the Lotus looked in 2014, I doubt many people would want to have that thing coming into their country.
Caution.
Oh, god damn it. Right. Oh yeah, I don't think I've actually said this, guys, but I've actually implemented a new rule for myself. Whenever I use flashbacks, if it's for a warning, like a penalty, then I'm only going to allow myself 3 flashbacks before I have to accept the penalty. Oh, okay, Joe.
Okay, box, box, box. We're adjusting the strategy. Come in this lap. Box,
For
box,
anyone
box.
who's new, by the way, Charlotte, or go back to your stage as she's known in the chat, is my partner. But I have to... Timo, I would... You know how the finances is right now. As my financial advisor, you should know the crippling debt that Mr. Wang has left us with. Also, that was an amazing move around the outside of Sonoda. And okay, Tommy. You're all good, bro. I'll see you when you get back. It's an investment to fixing your driving in no time. Okay, Timo. I'll have you know, I used to be a really good driver at this game. But then F1 24 happened. Until I stopped playing. My rear tyres are slowly giving up. Okay, we're going to need to push this lap to stay. Okay. Well, we've only got one more flashback available to us before we have to just accept the penalty.
Onto new tyres and move on to a different strategy.
Oh, even more reason not to use flashback. Slipping Mark is broken.
I'm afraid.
Okay. Am I seriously going to use all my warnings in a single lap?
Box, box, box. We're adjusting the strategy. Come in this lap. Box, box, box.
What's that? GTA 6. I mean, it will. I don't think we're going to be getting like 120 FPS or 60 FPS.
Okay, so we're leading
It'll most
our
likely
teammate
be
by
a game at 30
9.0
FPS.
seconds.
So I don't think it should get delayed again. If it does, it'll be a bit surprising, considering that they've already announced a date and everything. And it's even on the PlayStation Store now for the date. Oh, I can relate to that one, Timo. I got Football Manager, the last game. I think it was 23. Yeah, it would have been. Yeah, I got Football Manager when it got released on console. And I was planning on getting the next one when it got released, but obviously that never happened. Well,
Tyre condition still looking good.
looks like we're just accepting the penalty now.
We're approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time.
Sonoda, please.
Okay, Enzo's coming in for his stop.
Yeah, they are turning to Ferrari. With the radio silence. Yes, that is pretty unfortunate. Oh, my hands are sweaty. It is very warm today here in the UK. Can we potentially drop Sonoda out of DRS? Nah, he's caught back up. We might get away with Hamilton and Russell, though. And okay, it's Posty fan. Thank you for stopping by, mate. Hope you have a good day.
Push now, we're boxing this lap.
Oh, yeah. We lead Zikata Config. That was a terrible accent. And welcome back, by the way, Tommy. And welcome to the stream, Juma.
Pit now, pit now.
Yes, I heard you the first time. Oh no. That works. Oh my, 109 on the rear left. Not good. Well, Hamilton's onto the hards. Please don't be slow. Oh, you... I will ram that bloody wheel gun up your arse if you make a mistake one more time this season.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track.
Timo, find that guy on the spreadsheet. I want his pay deducted. Well, currently right now, Hamilton seems to be struggling to heat up the tyres. So I think we might actually have an advantage here over the AI for warming up the tyres a bit.
There seems to have been a problem attaching the left front wheel. We need to try and put that behind us though and finish this race strong.
Yes, I am well aware of the issue attaching the wheel. I am well flipping aware. Alonso has continued. Okay, I'm gonna quickly do that again.
This lap please, we need to get you onto new tyres and move on to a different strategy.
What was that, sorry? I do actually know of BeamNG Drive, I do believe you're not able to play it because of on console. So unless they have made it available on console without me knowing, then yes. I've seen a lot of content on the game though, and it's a really interesting game.
The car behind you's just come in for the hard tyres. Car behind, running hard tyres.
I mean, tyre wear doesn't seem that bad. So we should actually be able to push to the end here. You know, one thing I just remembered in this game, or in Formula 1 games in general, there's a little voice note that plays at times where if the game thinks that you are saving tyres, your engineer will basically say like, yeah, we've got this many laps left in the race, make sure you keep taking care of them, the tyres. Whenever you're like pushing as hard as you can, and you hear your engineer say that, it's like, my man's just turning off. You hear your engineer say that, and it's like, mate, I am pushing as hard as I can, and you think I'm tyre saving? How slow am I?
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
So yeah, that's basically the voice indicator that I was talking about from your engineer. If the game sees that you are pushing the tyres, it basically says like, oh yeah, you've got no issues. And then if it thinks you're saving tyres, it goes like, oh yeah, keep saving the tyres. And it's very depressing when the game says that while you're not even saving the tyres and you're pushing as hard as you can. Well, I do believe that's our first warning since getting a penalty. Alright now, our pace seems to be very good. Although Sonoda is blitzing his way through Leclerc, so maybe we are about to have them catch up to us again.
Okay, Sonoda's behind you. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Okay, they've got 4 laps on their tyres. And the time last lap, 1 minute 23.0.
So we're actually going a tenth quicker a lap. 1/10 a lap quicker than Sonoda behind. Which is actually pretty surprising. Maybe we've got a better race car than I expected. Like in terms of race pace. I mean, tyre wear does seem to be a bit high still, but it's manageable. Rears are slowly giving out. That wheel spin then really shows that tyre wear. Well, we've got 10 laps now to try and hold on to a 3-second lead over Sonoda.
Okay.
Oh, you're kidding? I've already used 2 warnings. I swear I hadn't...
Box, we're adjusting the strategy. Come in this lap. Box.
Okay, Mark. I swear we haven't had a second warning. We set at 22.8.
Sonoda behind. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Their tyres are 6 laps old. Time last lap, 1:22.4.
Oh, okay, he's pushing hard. Our teammate's in the pits again.
Enzo's in the pits. Enzo is in the pits now.
Well, from the looks of it, it's just going to be a case of managing the gap to Leclerc. Unless we can find an answer to Sonoda's pace, it's going to be a P2 here. Any words of advice from my my engineer, Timo? Other than stop being shit.
Okay, Sonoda's behind you. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Okay, their tyres are 7 laps old. And the time last lap, 1 minute 22.6.
Well, we only lost 2 attempts that lap, but we need to be gaining time if we want a chance of winning. If he gets in our DRS, then that's game over. We're not getting away. Mate, I am literally right on the edge of the limit of this car, and
okay,
Sonoda's
they're
just...
on old hard tyres. Their tyres are 8 laps old. Time last lap, 1:22.8.
He's casually matching our lap times and going quicker than our lap times. Whilst here's us having to push literally to the exact limit of the track and the car. Like, that Red Bull is just an insane car to try and compete against. It's honestly like racing against a different category of car. I'm planning on getting a PC eventually, but I don't have one right now.
I'm afraid
Oh. Well, there's our second rewind.
this lap, please. We need to get you onto new tyres and move on to a different strategy.
Well, he's at 23.0.
Okay, Sonoda's behind you, and the time last lap, 1 minute 22.9. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Their tyres are 9 laps old.
So he just pulled in a 10th to us. Mate, there is actual lap traffic coming up. What? Mate, how slow are the sobers to be getting lapped in 29 laps? What? I wasn't paying attention to the minimap, I just noticed the cars in the distance. Like, look, you can just about see them at the end of the race. We are definitely going to catch them. Maybe we can use them a bit to pull away from Sonoda. Like, if we catch him in the right place, and Sonoda doesn't, we can gain a lot of time. Yeah, I definitely do need to get a PC eventually. I just, you know, I've always been on a console, so just kind of stuck with what I knew. You know, stayed a bit comfortable.
Sonoda
23-0.
behind. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Time last lap, 1:23.2.
23.2. So we are pulling away now. Tyre wear is slowly coming towards us. Well, that's our last warning. If we get another one,
Box,
then we're going to have to
we're
accept
adjusting
it.
the strategy. Come in this lap. Box.
That will be race over, really. Like, we're not going to pull out another 3 seconds over Sonoda unless these cars heavily block him. $22.9.
Okay, Sonoda's behind you. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. And the time last lap, 1:23.3.
4 temps. Blue flag, blue flag. Come on, blue flags. Move. Oh, you know, I'm not having that one. I'm going to break the rules a bit.
This
I
lap,
can't be
please,
asked for
we
that
need
one.
to get you onto new tyres and move on to a different strategy.
May the dirty air.
Box. We're adjusting the strategy. Come in this lap. Box.
Well, at least we get DRS. That cost us 2 temps.
Sonoda behind. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Their tyres are 13 laps old. Time last lap, 1:23.3.
Well, hopefully that Sonoda gets blocked the same way we did. We only lost 2 temps, so hopefully he loses a bit more than us. Right now, I don't think he is at all getting blocked by them. And he's going to get DRS the same way we did.
Grip is probably dropping due to wear, so don't be too aggressive. Okay, so no
22.7.
Okay, they're on old hard tyres. And the time last lap, 1 minute 23.0.
3 temps again. He's going to gain heavily on this lap because of DRS. Our front left is getting very close to 60.
Okay, mate, this is the final
23.2.
lap. Final lap. Sonoda behind. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Okay, they've done 15 laps on those tyres. Time last lap, 1:22.7.
Yeah, he's going to catch up to us in time. We're not going to be able to do it, I don't think. Unless we're going to have a monumental final lap.
I'm afraid you've been given a time penalty for that last
Oh, you know what? Screw it.
This lap, please. We need to get you onto new tyres and move on to a different strategy.
Oh, he just about got us.
Yes!
Mate, that
Come
had to
on,
be a
we're on
few
the
hundredths.
podium. Good job this weekend. That's a great drive.
That had
Thank
to
you.
be a few hundredths. Thank you, Timo.
Sonoda takes the checkered flag.
Hope you have a good shift at work, Timo. Thank you for stopping
Well,
by.
it's been a long way. Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
400ths of a second. "41 minutes of racing, and it came down to 400ths of a second." Like, damn, that is annoying. Well, we're actually currently racing Leclerc for 4th place in the drivers. If we could somehow close up 20 points to Mercedes, then that would be great, but I don't think we're going to do that in one race. So we need to be ahead of Leclerc in Abu Dhabi here. Mate, that is so incredibly frustrating to miss out by a flipping 400ths of a second. Like, oh, that is annoying.
Exciting news, boss. A title sponsor is interested in working with us.
Well, let's see what we can do in the last 3 races then. Podium celebration. I guess increasing our fan rating. Let's have a look at development here. Is there anything we need to develop? No.
Hey, Chief. Just
Hold
a
up.
reminder to kick off some research projects. We don't want to fall behind our rivals, and we haven't got anything in the pipeline at the moment. Thanks.
Okay, apparently we need to improve our chassis department, but I don't know how. We can get it any more improved? I don't really know, to be fair. Well, I guess we can start developing these for next season. You know, it'd be good to get a few upgrades ready for the coming season. I guess increasing the rates that we hire people would be good. Hello, or IS. Yeah, I'm on a controller. I'm on a PS5 controller, I am. Well, last race of the season. This is actually going to be the last race for Fittipaldi in Formula 1 if he doesn't find a drive. So unless he can find a drive with, say, Sober or someone like that, then this will be his last full race weekend. Oh, hello, Smudge. My cat has just come over to say hello.
It's the start of the last race weekend of the year.
Hello,
It's time
bud.
for practice here in Abu Dhabi.
What's up? You just woke up. What time is it? Do you want food? Is that it? Yeah. Right, I'm gonna go feed my cats real quick, guys. So, if you guys want to take a few minutes to...
I've had a chat with the R&D team about the new part. Integrated into the car okay. With any luck, you'll be able to feel the improvement, so go and give them a try.
Thank you, Mark. If you guys want to take a few minutes to get yourself some drinks or whatever, I'll be back in a second. Right, we're back. Cats have been fed. Everything is ready. I mean, that would be pretty funny. I can't lie. Like, being able to get fired because of your fan rating. Although I do suppose it doesn't make too much sense since you are the owner of the team. But maybe if you was the team principal. Maybe if they added in like a team principal mode, then that would make sense. But as for my team where you're the owner, then that wouldn't really make too much sense. Oh my god. Instant lock into the rear tyres then. Mate, the car feels really oversteery. Like, as if we got too much downforce. I mean, we actually appear to have a very good top speed here, so maybe the AI are running high wings. Okay, track limits are going to be a pain in the arse here too, from the looks of it. Unless this is just me being a pleb, which it likely is. Well, we can simulate that in the second practice session to get it purple. But from the looks of it, we've got pretty decent straight line speed here. Thank you for the offer, Tommy, but I'm good, thank you very much. Just so you know, by the way, Tommy, I can see your messages, but right now the YouTube algorithm thing is withholding your comments, so I'm the only one who can see them.
Pro
Well, I don't know if I'll
complete,
ever
and a
make
job
use
well
of this
done. We got some
newfound
excellent data
knowledge.
with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can take you through the numbers.
Mate, what the hell is going on in my... Mate, is there some squeaky floorboards upstairs or something? What the hell is going on? From the sounds of it, one of our male and female employees are upstairs. If you catch my drift. Well, this is going to be our last race as a Renault engine user. After this, we're never going to see the engine again, hopefully. Yeah, our only real options are going to be either Ferrari or Mercedes, because I don't want to go into Red Bull's engine, since you know, if we want to beat Red Bull, we don't want to be having the same engine manufacturer as them. We don't want to go with Renault again, because they are terrible. So that leaves us just with Mercedes and Ferrari engines. Mate, that track limit is super sensitive there. Like, I remember on previous F1 games, you used to be able to run way out wide here and not get a warning. But here, you just slightly go over the track and you just instantly get smited down. I'm actually going to reduce our wings a little bit. Because I feel like we've got too much wing here. Like, it feels like we've got too much downforce. Maybe if I go with 3228, that'll be a bit better. Mate, what on earth is going on in my garage to be bloody making this much noise? Alright, hopefully if I go to qualifying, it will fix my...
Is anything...
It will fix my garage a bit. To not be sounding like it's about to blow up. But yeah, we'll certainly see, though, what engine we go for. It's definitely going to be either Ferrari or Mercedes. It really depends on the performance and reliability.
Welcome along, everybody. It's the fastest day...
Nope. Our engineers are still blowing up the garage from the sound of it. Yeah, they're building next year's car already in the back of the garage. That's why there's so much noise. Mate, the car still feels extremely oversteery. I don't know, maybe that's just the nature of the setups around this track. The car just feels very snappy. Well, still yet to get a purple sector.
We've been pushed down to P22.
Verstappen set a 120.0. What? Mate, they need to nerf next season, they really do. Our teammate went quicker than us. Fitter, Peldy, my lad, what the hell are you doing? How is he went quicker? Or maybe we're just really slow. I don't know anymore. I don't know. I mean, we're safely through. Yeah, the only issue with him suddenly becoming a goat is that we're getting rid of him for Colapinto. Ah, that would explain it. We have got a very worn engine in. So we would be even further down on horsepower. You know, maybe Fittipaldi's just been looking after the engine a bit better than we have. I am surprised that wasn't track limits.
Right, that's us down into P16 now.
Oh my god, my rear end. My rear end is not agreeing with me through this last sector. We're possibly going to need to do another lap time. Because I had a lot of understeer then. Well, oversteer, sorry. And Verstappen is just in a league of his own again. Yeah, I'm getting a new set of tyres ready. Because we're likely going to need to do another lap. Although we might not. The cut-off point is a 22.4, so unless the whole grid gains 7 tenths, then maybe we're safe. Where's that teammate? How has he went 1.2 seconds slower? How? How? What did he do? Did he just forget to equip the... 1.4 seconds quicker than Russell. It is not looking good. It is not looking good. The 2009 BMW Sauber, wow. I am very upset that the 2008 season never got made into any official F1 game. Or the 2007. Like, those 2007 and 2008 had the most beautiful looking Formula 1 cars, in my opinion. And both of them just never got an F1 game. The 2009 season as well was, from a spectator's point of view, was a very good year. Especially with Braun winning the championship out of nowhere, like, that is something where in about 50 years' time, people are going to look at the history books and they're just going to see this name, Braun GP, just pop up out of nowhere in 2009 and then vanish. Well, of course I managed to do track limits there. $21.3. And of course, Verstappen still a league of his own. I'm going to put the wing back up again. Well, hopefully we could do another lap and this one be even quicker than our last. Yeah, of course I managed to corner cut. Well, it wasn't really a corner cut, was it? It was exceeding track limits. And again, mate, why am I so good at exceeding track limits? If only I was this good at actually staying within the track limits. Well, I can't seem to get this final sector right. That was actually really good. I mean, if I can get P4, that would be really good, but I don't think we're actually going to stay here. Nah, P5. Well, from the looks of it, we are going to be struggling quite a bit on the final race of the season. You never know, maybe we're going to have an engine failure. You know, have our engine blow up.
Really, we're just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
I mean, we was actually really tight to have P4. Can potentially push up to P3, but I think we might be asking too much there. Yeah, so we need, like, absolutely need to finish ahead of Leclerc here if we want to get P4 in the championship. Hamilton too, as well. We need to finish ahead of both Ferraris if we want to win the, not win the championship, but get P4 in the championship. Which could potentially see us having a terrible race. It's very annoying, considering that the situation that we are in. Yeah, thank you very much, though, guys, to everyone that has liked the stream so far, and to all you new viewers that have subscribed. I very much appreciate it. Oh, hello, Smush. Did you enjoy your food?
Well,
Yeah.
so with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like.
Right, who gets a penalty then?
Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap
Okay,
yesterday.
so both Red Bulls,
and
no
he'll start
penalties.
from pole position. And Yuki Tsunoda completes the front row. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Leclerc, Hamilton,
Neither Ferrari.
Roman Stanek, and Russell.
No one's got a penalty
Norris,
from the looks of it.
Ocon, Fernando Alonso, and Lance Stroll. Behrman, Sainz, Enzo Fittipaldi, and Antonelli. Albon,
Oh, a few people have got a penalty at the
Hulkenberg,
back.
Oscar Piastri, and Gabriel Bortoletto. Gasly, Doohan, Lawson, and Isaac Hadjar.
Mate,
rounds
what
off
is it
the
with
alongside
both
today,
RBs and Alpines getting penalties?
Okay, mate, final day of the season. Everybody in this entire team has worked incredibly hard to give us the chance to get a good result today. I need you to do your bit and go out there and bring it home for us.
Some really good words of encouragement there from my engineer. That is very surprising. So yeah, we absolutely need to finish ahead of both Ferraris. Otherwise, we drop to 6th in the drivers. Like, if we finish behind them, then all the effort we put into the last few races, where we've been struggling so bad with engine power, has just been for nothing.
Okay, radar is clear. Weather is looking good for now.
I mean, it's definitely nowhere near as worse as what it was at the start of the season. Mate, those first few races where we just had so poor straight line speed was just to absolute torture. We was like, what, 10 to 20 miles an hour down on everyone else. Don't even get me started at Austria. We dropped a whole second in a straight. In one straight, we dropped a whole second. Like, that was painful. But here we go then. Last race with this Renault engine.
Okay, so that's the rest of the grid forming up now.
Let's try
Be
and send
patient
this
and watch for those lights.
partnership with Renault off with a bit of a bang. And hopefully not an engine bang. If it's the engine that goes bang, then we are entirely screwed. What? 10 seconds for a collision with Hamilton. I mean, at least we got ahead of him, but why did we get a 10 seconds there? Right, time to say goodbye to the Ferraris. Bye, Leclerc. Hopefully we can stay in Snowden's DRS here. From the looks of it, it's going to be another race where Verstappen just completely checks out of it before it begins. Well, there's one warning already. Mate, look at it, he's just driving past us like we're standing still. Like, this engine is an absolute embarrassment. It really is. I feel like I'm driving a bloody 2017 McLaren. I really do. What am I feeling? Oh, my cat. My cat was tapping my back.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Like, this really is a GP2 engine. I'm gonna have to just let Leclerc pass, honestly. I've got nothing to defend with. I mean, that's somewhat worked, I guess. But he's just gonna come back at us in a lap time. You know, and just think as well, the problem could have been even worse because we was using higher wings in practice. So the issues we're having right now could have been 10 times even worse.
0 seconds.
Right, so Hamilton starts the straight 9 tenths behind me. He ends the straight 4 tenths behind me, like... Yeah. I just have nothing to defend with. I think I'm going to have to accept defeat for now and attempt to win the race on over the Ferraris at least on tyre strategy and tyre wear. Like, yeah, this is just impossible to defend from. Well, I'm just going to have to concede. The Ferraris have just got way better straight line speed, and I just can't do anything about it. I accidentally doubled upshift then. I'm going to lose the RS. Or maybe not. Hamilton's just backs Leclerc up into me. It is tempting just to retire from this race, I can't lie. Because this is going to be a very boring race. Like, this is going to be reminiscent of our early races in the career mode where we just go backwards the whole time.
Okay, be aware the car behind is catching you by 0.5 a lap. 0.5.
Thank you for pointing out the obvious, Mark. Right, we've got DRS, Russell doesn't. And Russell's catching us. Like, honestly, it feels like I'm in a different class. It feels like I'm in an LMP2 car racing an LMP1. It does not feel like I am in the same category as these guys in terms of straight line speed and everything.
Okay, focus. We need to stay on form.
Like, yeah, just look at this. We're just getting absolutely mugged every single straight. Oh, thank you, Russell. Maybe if our straight line speed wasn't good already, our damage should help out, I guess. We got very slight damage to the front wing. I mean, I can maybe try reducing that front wing to make the tyres. No, actually, I don't think there's any point in even doing that. We'll just ruin our tyre wear. Which is already bad enough as it is. Mate, we don't even have DRS. You know what? Screw it. I'm doing a two-stop. I'm going to try a two-stop.
Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap. Okay, this is Mark.
What do you mean corner cutting? Hold up. Hold up. Where do we corner cut? I mean, maybe... Okay, you can't use that curve on the inside then, or I should get a warning. That is annoying. Yeah, we're just going to have to do a two-stop here. And hope that it's good enough.
Okay, off we go, back
Oh.
into the race.
Oh, out.
Perfect job
Okay.
from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that. All right, we'll be
I was
doing
about to
one
say,
more stop
our
today.
engineers
One stop
have-
left in this strategy.
Not made an error. And then I heard the garage. The amount of noise is coming from it. But yeah, doing a two-stop, it's not going to sort out our straight line speed, but at the very least, I can try something different to try and make the car a bit more bearable to drive. And make this race a bit more interesting.
Okay, this isn't your true position. They haven't pitted yet, so don't waste time fighting. Bring your tyres in gently, and let's go for it.
And okay, chop. And you're all good, by the way, Tommy. I'll see you when you get back. Mate, look how good our straight line speed is compared to the other Renault powered car in the grid.
Okay, gap ahead, 2.6 seconds.
Well, if you are, Charles. Not really much you can do about it.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for
Like,
now.
yeah,
Keep
we have
taking
just
care of them.
absolutely cruised past both the Alpines. And now that we're against someone who has got a different power unit to us, we are struggling to keep up with them in the straight. If that doesn't show you the deficit we've got in power, I don't know what does. Fittipaldi though, P7. Can't complain with a double points finish on the final race.
Good job, nice overtake.
Oh my god, we have got DRS and Piastri doesn't, and he's pulling alongside us. Mate, that is actually embarrassing. That is actually embarrassing. We are slower than someone who doesn't have DRS in a straight line when we have got DRS. Oh my god. Well, people are in the pits do their one stops.
You're increasing the gap to the car behind by a few seconds per lap. Keep it up.
Why is that teammate trying to race us? He's just used all of his DRS to try and keep up with us. Mate, does my teammate not understand that I'm on much pressure tyres?
Piastri stopping now. And gap to the car in front, 10.4 seconds. Okay, Enzo's coming in for his stop.
Right, when are we pitting? Lap 18, okay.
We're approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time.
I might pit 2 laps early, so that Hamilton doesn't gain too much road on us. Yeah, we're gonna pit this lap.
Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 8.9 seconds. Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please.
Like, this is just a painful race, all around.
Right, let's go, come on! That was a fantastic stop, faster than we were expecting. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
Well, we're gonna get beaten on DRS here by Piastri, but we should get him back on the next straight. Or next braking zone, apparently.
And some information on Leclerc. Right,
Leclerc's
they've got a
out.
serious car issue. It looks like they're retiring.
Well, we're getting P5 now in the
Yellow
championship.
flag.
That is for certain.
Okay, clear.
Now, if by some miracle we can catch up to Hamilton, we can get P4. But I don't think we will.
Okay, we've been given a time penalty.
Heh. I mean, at least compared to Stroll, we are a lot quicker. So maybe the 2-stop might pay off. Mate, look how split the grid is right now. Like, no one is anywhere close to each other. Apart from like a few dots of drivers here and there. Well, Alonso's in the pits.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
That actually moves Fittipaldi up to P9, so looking good for a double points finish. Bearman into the pits, okay. Well, at least we don't get held up by him. We just need to be making sure now that we're pulling in like 1.2 seconds a lap on Norris. I think Hamilton's too far now. Which, to be fair, even if we didn't pit, our tyres would have been dead. So we would be probably somewhere between Russell and Norris right now.
Keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 12.4 seconds. Norris just ahead, push for the position. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 11.6 seconds. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Their tyres are 6 laps old. And the time last lap, 1 minute 25.7. Good job, you're gaining by a full second a lap at the moment.
Full second a lap, yes, but we need 1.2 seconds a lap. So we still need a bit more pace. Or hopefully, maybe Norris's tyres are going to wear it quicker than ours.
I'm afraid you've been given a time penalty for that last incident, mate.
No, screw it, I give up. I'm not going to bother flashbacking, I'm just going to see it out to the end now. Mate, Fittipaldi is racing Piastri amazingly right now.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 7.0 seconds.
And welcome back, by the way, Tommy. You join us as we are currently on a struggle fest. Our tyre wear was way too high on the mediums, so we had to go for a 2-stop. And now we are too far behind to really make any use out of the tyre advantage we got. The most interesting thing I'm seeing right now is looking at Piastri and Fittipaldi's Delta as they're racing each other.
Okay, stand by. We see a problem our end and we're looking into it.
If you say my engine's blowing up at the last race of the season, that will be the icing on the cake of this flipping race.
Okay, it's not good news, I'm afraid. Seems like an engine issue.
Oh my god. As if we don't have a lack of engine power as it is. We have got lean mixtures stuck on. So now we're going to be losing an extra 10 miles an hour on the straights. And if you see me with a 3-second penalty, Tommy, just presume track limit. That's the honest answer. Mate, because we're in lean as well, we're using so much more ERS.
Okay, gap to the car ahead, 12.9 seconds. Good news, it looks like the fault's been fixed. Let's go.
Well, you took your time, but at least it's fixed. And Charles, why do you want me to go sleep on the couch? What have I done? Why am I being kicked out of the bed? What are you on about? Nah, there's plenty of room. Well, rest in peace, Hulkenberg. Five more laps until I can get rid of this flipping Renault engine. And okay, Charles. Well, from the looks of it, Piastri's got past Fittipaldi here, and Fittipaldi's now under threat from Antonelli.
Okay, you're losing a small amount of time to the car behind. Let's keep pushing.
Yeah, that's my partner, Char, or Charlotte. Man, where's the subway surface on the screen when I need it?
Okay, gap to the car in front, 12.9
Yeah, put
seconds.
some subway surface in the top left side of the screen. Give me some cake cutting in the top right. Some random guy just doing some welding on the bottom right as well. Some crushing video just directly in the middle right side of the screen. I could just about see the corners coming up. Yeah, Charlotte lives with me. Or Back to Your Stage, which is their YouTube name.
Tyre condition still looking good.
My real name's Nigel, after Nigel Mansell, since it was my dad who got us all into F1. Mate, my control electronics has barely went down in percentage this whole entire time.
Okay, gap ahead, 13.1 seconds.
Come on. We're now at less than 2 laps until we can get rid of this Renault engine. I am going to be so happy to see that finishing line. You do not understand.
Gap to your teammate behind, 12.0 seconds.
The thing that we've made an extra pit stop than our teammate and we're still 12 seconds ahead of him. Like, if anything goes to show how much we are outperforming our teammates and the car, then that should. Like, without the pit stop, we would be like 30 seconds ahead of him.
Okay, you've just
Leclerc is
started the final
P3
lap of the race.
and
Final lap.
Hamilton's engine blew up. So he is out of the race.
And gap to the car in front, 13.7 seconds.
Final lap of the final race of this godforsaken engine. Verstappen's just finished the race and we are not even in Sector 2. There's a high chance I might, Tommy. It's basically at the moment a 50-50 between Ferrari and Mercedes. Oh, finally we can get rid of this thing. This Renault engine is never going in the back of one of my cars again.
It's another victory. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a wrap. What a season it's been. I'm off to put my feet up now before it all starts again next year. Take care.
Verstappen finished the championship with double the points of us. Oh, it was Leclerc whose engine blew up and it was Hamilton who was in P3. Okay. Well, Fittipaldi finished off the season with another points finish. Comfortably ahead of Williams. Where's Fittipaldi? Oh, he's ahead of Stroll! P19 for Fittipaldi in the championship. Let's actually see, where are we on this? Okay. There's actually not that many more things that are really useful, to be fair, from fan rating.
Boss, quick one. Just a reminder that soon we'll be able to start negotiating with drivers for next season. You don't need to action
Yeah,
anything
we've
yet.
already signed them.
Just keep thinking about your dream lineup for next year.
We've already signed them. Don't need to worry. Already signed.
Sorry to disturb. Need you for a moment, please, boss?
Screw it, have a celebrity visit. Right, here we go then. End of season 1. And we'd never have to see this Renault engine again. Finished 10th or better. Failed. Huh? We got 5th in the constructors. How did we fail? Huh? What? $70 million under the budget cap. 5 wins, no pole positions. Okay. I thought we had 1. Okay. I didn't think that. 5th in the constructors, 241 points. 238 of those points coming from Stannock. Do we do 16 races, or do we continue doing 24? 24? Okay. Right, all that can stay the same. Here we have Franco Colapinto. Let's see. Red Bull have been nerfed! Yes! Oh, thank God. Renault have been buffed a little bit. Ferrari... You know what, screw it. Let's save that 400k and go with Ferrari. So we've actually got a better engine than Red Bull. Oh, words cannot explain how happy I am that Red Bull have been nerfed. Hopefully now they are only 7 times quicker than everyone else instead of a second. I guess increasing the amount of money we get would be a good idea. Oh, we can get more upgrades now. Okay. Okay, these are all at max, so I guess we're just waiting for people to start hiring. Right, here's the big one. Let's have a look at the progress. Okay, so Red Bull have come down. We have stayed equal. Okay, so Mercedes are now the second best. Red Bull are still the best, but they are no longer as much of the best. Right. Let's get all the downforce we can. And then we've already done everything possible on the chassis. And I guess we want to increase the amount of fuel we save. Durability I don't care about. Right.
Milestones
Here we go
like
then.
this are most satisfying.
What's this? No, we got an extra 250 R&D. Oh, we should probably change the fence, shouldn't we? Yes, that would be a good idea. Then... Okay, Tommy. Okay, let's try and improve our drivers' focus and everything in front of the season, and then let's just do all these.
Hey, Chief. We have a part or
Right,
two
there's
ready
one
for
research
development
done.
because they finished research. Let's get that in motion, shall we? Head to engineering for more info.
I guess we can do the dual development there. Alright, that unlocks the next one.
Hey, Chief.
Mate, look
we've
at all
got
these
multiple
upgrades coming
parts out of
through.
research. Don't forget to develop them. We've got performance sitting on the table that we could be getting into the car.
Right, improve our downforce again. Improve downforce again. Chassis, still nothing we can do here. We just have to wait for the upgrades to come through. And then development. We're not going to get any of these before China. I'm sure Colapinto will do fine without these upgrades at China, won't he? Yeah, he'll do fine. Surely nothing could go wrong. Right, is that all of our things come through, or is it just a few of them? Just a few of them, okay. I guess increasing the rate we hire people.
Boss, we've got interest. There's a
Ow.
sponsor looking to work with us.
A sponsor? Ugh. Right, have we done all the research available to us now? Yeah, so we're just waiting for... Waiting for these upgrades to come through to improve our facilities, and then we can get the last few upgrades on the cars. Owner trading, how are these looking? I guess earning 5,000 a week.
Great news. The development of a part is complete, and it's now ready for fitting. Be sure to visit the Assign Upgrades screen when you have a moment.
Right. We've got enough time to do the practice session, so we're going to do that now. And then I think I'm going to end stream, and then we're going to continue tomorrow. But we're going to continue tomorrow after the... what's it called? The festival playlist on Forza Horizon 5 comes out. Right, here we go. Back at the first race again. I don't have one, but I know my older brother does. My older brother has got a massive collection. Okay, chap. Well, let's see then. Yeah, my brother's got a huge F1 model collection. Why is the car changed? I didn't authorize this. Okay. Well, apparently we've changed liveries without me knowing. Mate, comparing this car to what we had in Season 1 at Australia, this thing is extremely quick. Oh, thank you very much for saying that, Tommy. To be honest, I try not to think about the sub count too much. You know, obviously I do look at it whenever I'm starting a new day and stuff like that, but I try not to just focus on it. Because, you know, if I deserve the subs, they're going to come eventually. And if I don't, then, you know. There's no point in worrying over what could be when I've got everything right now. Why is one of my logos? One of my logos are bugged. Okay, that's going to be a bit annoying. As if a bloody Verstappen and Sonoda hurting me all last season wasn't good enough. He blocks me on the very first opportunity. Well, let's hang back a few seconds and let Sonoda out the pit lane. Now he should move out of the way and not block us. There is streaming software built into the PS5 console. So I'm able to stream directly from my PS5 to YouTube. Or Twitch if I choose. See, at the moment, getting a PC is more about financial restrictions rather than not wanting to. And yeah, it definitely will be done by the time you get home, Joe. You don't need to worry about that. Well, Colapinto so far, seems to be doing okay. Yeah, we'll do, Char. Don't worry. Okay, Tommy. Thank you very much for dropping in today's stream and sticking around. Very much appreciate it. I'll see you tomorrow. Oh dear. Oh, okay, Char. Oh my, is that just dirty air or is that genuinely the car's understeer? Because that was horrible then. I think it might have just been me, to be fair. Mate, the lap times we were setting in qualifying in Season 1 is the same times that we are setting as our predicted race pace in Season 2. That is some ridiculous amount of development, if I've ever seen it. Yeah, thank you though to everyone that has liked today's stream. To all of you as well that have stopped by, gave me a chance and subscribed. I very much appreciate it. Mate, the AI through that final corner are actually overpowered. Right. That should be nearly all of the programs done. Our tyre wear is... Mate. At the first race of the season, last season, We had 1.5 times tyre wear. We're now at 1.1. Yeah, our improvements have definitely been paying off.
And that's it. Practice is officially over. Until next time.
Right, let's quickly simulate these last few things here, and then we're going to end stream. There we go, that's all of that done. Now we just need fuel efficiency here. There we go. So yeah, thank you very much everyone for watching. I appreciate all of you for stopping by in today's stream. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye!